everyone, this is Yana from Bellatrix Star. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So, this is another pick a card tarot reading for the coming week. And I have 3 piles for you. You can choose one of those and watch and listen to the information about the coming week for you. Okay, number 1, 2, and 3. Let's start. So, if you have chosen the pile number 1, let's see what will be happening for you during this week. Okay, so the first card, this is the general energy, is the Emperor, and this is the major arcana. So it seems like for you that will be quite significant week. So there will be some important events that will be playing an important role in your life, and it can be connected to the court, legal system, legal things in your life. Probably it can be connected to any kind of a contract or an authority figure. In this deck, this Emperor is saying about that when you are alone, you are not that strong enough, but when you are a team, you are very strong. And you are unstoppable and unbreakable. So think about this as well. Okay, so the challenging energy for you during this week, this is the High Priestess. Look at this, another major arcana. And High Priestess as a challenging part can speak about another woman. It can be, of course, for the love life. It can be just in general. It speaks about another woman that is present, but maybe you don't know much about that person. So some kind of a secret person that exists, and probably it's very difficult from time to time to talk to that person or to deal with that person in general. But also, but let's say further, but it seems like a secret person will play an important role, a woman, a secret woman. So a woman who is somewhere there, maybe is helping, maybe is not, but just playing an important and significant role for you. Another thing that I'm picking up here is like there will be quite important week considering understanding and knowing. Your intuition will be quite strong to feel who is there, who is who, you know, to understand if there is a woman who is doing something behind your back. And I'm not saying that it's always bad, it can be good, but let's see further, as I told you. But still the Emperor here. Okay, together here with these 2 cards, with Emperor and High Priestess, they're speaking that they can be an important woman, it can be a mother figure, it can be just another important authority figure, woman who can play an important role in your life, considering, for example, your court case. Okay, and there will be a knowledge, so you will deeply inside know what's really going on, considering that woman in your life. You will understand the real core, the real issue of the situation, but you will not trust it. So it seems like your intuition will try speaking to you, and you will not believe it, you will not trust it in some cases. The energy that will help you is the Ace of Coins, is saying about the potential of growing, potential of development, the potential of starting something like a new business, new relationship that can manifest. Yes, it will take some time to really be shown in your life as a result, but it will worth it if you stick around and do this business and do this thing. 5 of Swords as the result for you for this week. It's very interesting because 5 of Swords is all about change. 5 is all about change. And 5 of Swords in this deck is saying like, yes, I'm winning no matter what. And I don't care if I hurt somebody, or I don't care if I do something wrong, because it's worth it. And whatever I've done, it's worth it because I'm winning and I'm getting what I want. So that means that probably that can be your case, that can be the case of that woman in your life who will win. But with all these 4 cards I'm picking up here is like there will be the situation that you will need to start something new or to give it a go, and you will feel it, but probably you will not trust it that much. And that can be connected to some kind of legalities or authority figure, a big organization or governmental institution, or something really big and significant in general. I mean, like, not just in your life, but in general. And as a result of this deep knowing, it can be the knowing of the truth that can hurt, or saying the truth to somebody else that can hurt. Wow, the Death card, another major arcana. So one door can be closed and another door will be opened for you. That is about this authority figure, or this is significant person in your life that is connected to that woman, or it can be that woman. Seven of Wands, it seems like you are protecting yourself from that woman. And it seems like, you know, with the Seven of Wands, you don't want to know about her. And you know, it can play out that it's just your intuition, nothing more. Very interesting, because you are protecting your own boundaries, and it will be a little bit challenging for you. It seems like that woman will want something from you, and you will not be actually ready to give it to her. It can be your boss. Very possible, or someone who is really like, something will be depend on that authority woman. And as I'm telling you, that one door literally can be playing out literally at your work. So one door can be closed, but it doesn't mean that another won't be open. Of course it will be. And it seems like there will be quite busy week, contract-oriented, work-oriented, business-oriented, something like society, public reputation. 10th and 7th house matters I'm picking up here. It's not about love mainly, not at all, but it can be connected, of course, but it's not that much. I mean, like, it's still connected to your business or to your occupation and community or society in general. And there will be a lot of people around you who will want a lot of things from you, that you will need to protect yourself or put the boundaries and say no when you need to say no. And it will be really difficult during this week, because it seems like that person or those people around you, that will be quite important. As I'm saying, like, can be colleagues, yeah, can be just co-workers, or someone who is playing a significant role, but just it can be that you can't say no to them. And a particular one, as I'm telling you, that can be a woman. And I'm feeling here a Cancer, a Pisces sign, but also Aries. And she has an authority to say something, or some decisions will depend on her. Okay. Another thing that I'm picking up here is like the helping energy to give it a go. It's like 2 times and you start new potential in pentacles, in coins. That means that yes, that will be a slow growth or slow start, but it will worth it in a long perspective, long lasting way that will really work. And if you start defending yourself and saying no when you really feel it, and if you really want to say that no, it will be really good, and not being afraid of closing some doors or having some trouble, because that will be help. And it seems like in general that those situations will speak about when you need to say yes and when you need to say no, when you need to agree with something, if you really agree with that, or when you need in a very polite way say no or disagree with something that is not working, or that is harmful, or that is not really, it's kind of by the law. It's something like you probably will not agree with the law, and you will not be able to say that, or it will be difficult to say that, but inside you will be anxious or you will be angry. And but say that by defending your own rights, by defending your own yourself in general, that will absolutely help you. But listening to your intuition will absolutely help you again, help you to get on the right, to be on the right track. Because something new is coming. You know what I'm seeing here, like for those who wants to open up a business, a startup or something new, and you're working on it, and maybe you are really depending on tax department or something else. You're waiting for them to give your documents or to approve something like your documents, and there can be an important woman there. And it can be that they just, put a lot of problems or troubles on your shoulders. But if you know the law, if you know the regulations and rules, you can pay them back and say, no, you're not right. Or probably, yes, you may say so, but I also know this and that, and I can be right in this. And that will work for you. So if you stand for yourself, having the backup, that will absolutely work for you. And it can be not just to open the new business, it can be just in general in your life situation. But with Ace of Coins and Knight of Pentacles saying if you start doing that, that will be absolutely beneficial for you for the long term. It seems like you will start repeating that, you will believe in yourself and start doing that much better. Another major arcana, this is the Hanged Man with this Five of Swords. Five of Swords also speaks about crisis that will be for you, and that will be also taken from a different perspective as a result of this week. So remember that I told you, you will say so, or that will be the truth, that will be known by you, and it's kind of the win by all means. But at the same time, you will see the same crisis, the same truth from a different perspective that will help you to move forward, to take that kind of a help or this potentially really beneficial opportunity for the future. Okay, what else do we need to know for this week for you? The Chariot. In general, the week will go quite fast, and another major arcana with Four of Swords. You will be quite exhausted from time to time, so keep in mind to really have a good rest. Queen of Wands. So there is a woman again, so the female energy, Gemini, Aquarius or Libra, and I think there was a woman last time or something like that. But with this Queen of Wands, there will be quite a lot of communication, and if you listen to your intuition and follow it and present that in your conversation, that will be one thing. And if you don't listen to your intuition and just go, with your only head, there will be some trouble, because you will lose a lot of energy and you will be really in trouble, considering in the evening you will really need some rest, you will be exhausted and not spending time, for example, with your family or something like that. But also at the same time, the Chariot is saying don't worry, all the troubles will be solved by you, just keep the faith. And the Queen of Wands, not swords, sorry, but wow, I saw the swords. So it seems like this Queen of Wands has that quality. So I'm still insisting on these three signs that I mentioned, but also we can speak about Aries more, Leo and Sagittarius, if you will. But I can be Sun in one sign and Moon in another and Ascendant in a third one, so it's kind of a combo. Yeah, but a Queen of Wands here sitting with this Five of Swords, it's kind of a speaking the truth, but being really passionate about what she's saying, and she really means it. She really wants to say that, but sometimes she doesn't care if that can hurt, or about the effect it can be on the person, or what the consequences be then. So she doesn't really care sometimes. But let's see more. Seven of Wands again. So it's absolutely about defending yourself. So keep that in mind, because there will be quite a busy week. Yes, you will be having energy to kind of survive the holidays, probably sometimes challenging times, but at the same time, be really careful with your energy, because saying something or doing something, even if it is true, because something will be not so logical or true as you think, or not right, and wrong, and you will want to improve it, or say something that is right, that you think is true, that you think that it should be there, that can be fair. That, so you can even want to change it. So saying this, having that in your energy, again, be really careful with what and with who you are speaking to, what you're saying. If you have this legal background or something that you can just to prove, yeah, and having your arguments when you're arguing and saying something, and you have your proof, so that be really, really important, because you will be frustrated from time to time, or angry, or just passionate. I can't say just only negative things in this passion, because it's like, I'm sure that I'm saying the right thing, and I will say that I don't care about others. You see, this kind of energy is over there. But when you are having like this backup plan, or just something that is can be presented as a proof, and you are changing your reality in a way like you're starting defending yourself, then it will be amazing. That will be absolutely beneficial for you. The guidance from the stars, from the Aries, is like patience, please. Wow. What you're asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unseen factors that need to occur first. Okay, so this is the guidance for you. Thank you very much, and let's move on. So if you have chosen the pile number 2, the general energy for you is the Wheel of Fortune. So during this week, you will see some good events are happening in your life, and you are very blessed, and you are very happy that you're finally seeing that this wheel is turning in your favor. You were waiting for that for so long, and finally this week you will see that yes, it is working, it is turning, and it is giving or bringing the blessings to you. The challenging part, wow, another major arcana. So it's also an important week for you. Okay, the Hierophant, number 5, and 10, Wheel of Fortune. It seems like you've been working on a specific, or in focusing on a specific area of your life, trying to fix it, trying to improve it, changing it. And 5 is all about crisis, but also turning and changing the situation, because it can't be stayed like it was before. And the Hierophant here is saying like, it's enough. There is a change of status. There is a change in a significant thing, in a significant area or field of your life. And something will be summed up or finished in order to start something new. But you will be still in this process of transition. So yes, you will see that something in your favor is moving forward. But you will see that this crisis that you've been through for some time is finally getting to the end. It will be a little bit difficult still. I mean, like, it's a little bit stressful week that I'm picking up here. And look at this, wow, 3 of Swords, and this is actually the energy that is helping you, or as a helper, presented as a helper here. And I was just saying about stresses, and looking actually at the Hierophant card with 2 major arcana. So, and the helping energy, you know what? If you're tired, if you're exhausted, if you feel sad, if you feel upset, if you don't like something, if you feel something unpleasant, if you feel some like down, allow that and leave that through. 3 of Swords is speaking about being more like, you know, kind of giving up in this way. I'm picking up it here. So it seems like if you are in trouble of like fighting, especially fighting against those changes, or trying to fix your life, trying to do something, constantly doing and doing and doing, the crisis will come and say to you like, it's enough. Now with the Wheel of Fortune, the universe is taking its lead. You don't need to do much. You just need to give it to the flow, to the universal laws, and just look and be an observer. And by the way, with this heart and broken heart, something has broken your heart earlier. Maybe you're still healing, and it might be the personal life, the love life, relationships. And it seems like finally you are understanding probably the root, the core of the issue of the problem, and why and what was really happening. And you're like, okay, for example, you were trying to find a partner and you didn't succeed, or you were trying to heal your wound because of a heartbreak and you didn't succeed because it was getting painful and more painful. Maybe you were trying to just to forget and start dating. Maybe you were single and you were trying to get someone and go in on a date is to have someone in your life. Maybe the opposite, that you were heartbroken, but you were still with that person and you didn't know how to break it and to go away. So there are issues. Yes, everyone has something behind their back. But on another level here is like, it's okay to give it, like to give up and to go with the flow, to give it to the universe and let the universe work on it, because the universal will is flowing. As already told you that something is like, you are still in the transition point and you will understand that you're so tired to go through this. Maybe you're Scorpio rising, because I'm picking up a Taurus or Leo or Aquarius. It's like the fixed energy is over here. It's like yeah, because this is the Grand Cross or something like that, you know, like you are triggered to because these squares are all about fighting, all about energy, all about doing something with it, not being in a peace till you find the answer, till you get the problem solved. And you've been doing all these things, but now this week you will have this moment that, no, I can't anymore and I don't want to do that anymore. And that will be absolutely fine. Yes, there will be some process still. You will be some time in the process of transition to go further. But Three of Wands, of Swords here is saying that you are on the right track. You don't need to do anything, accept yourself without doing anything, and just relax. Because after the Three of Swords, we have Four of Swords, when the person is just laying in bed and maybe dreaming, meditating, but healing, sleeping probably, yeah. But the Three of Swords in this card is like, just, you don't need to do anything. What happened, you can't change it, right? It happened. And you can just observe and learn the lesson and accept it the way it was and the way it is right now. Wow, another major arcana. And the result of the week is the Magician card. Magician card here is a new manifestation in your life that is really happening. After 10, you have the kind of an ace, big ace, Magician. That means that you are still going through this transition after a heartbroken situation. You are still healing, but it's already getting better. You're already seeing the result. That is something manifesting in your life. That is something that is making you happy, and you can touch it. You can definitely touch it, and you can start over, but with in a better place and for the better future. So, and it's a big thing. So it's not just, you know, in like everyday, it can be an everyday situation, but it means a lot much more than it was. Then it's just, you know, like nothing. It's really deep. Okay, what else do we need to know? Knight of Swords. You will hear some news. That will be a little bit surprising. There will be a conversation. So expect some kind of a conversation, an email or a talk that will be a little bit surprising to you. But with this Wheel of Fortune, that means that there will be actually, even if it's not so good at first sight, it will be good. You see, so find the good, the positive core in this message, in this conversation, in this email, or whatever you will have, the piece of information. That will be a little bit surprising, but they will absolutely bring you a good perspective. I mean, like the universe is kind of giving you the message or the sign or something like that. Look at this. Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune. So it seems like for you it will be a little bit tricky to find this whole transition as a lucky one, to find this whole turning point as something good and positive. Wow, I feel like you will be a little bit sad from time to time because you're exhausted. Strength card, another major arcana. Look at this. So take the situation, take whatever is happening during this week from the heart perspective. You are strong enough. You don't just know that or you forgot about this. You are strong enough to take that over, to heal from that, whatever happened in past. You are able to heal from that, and you are healing your heart. The Strength card is all about love deep inside. This is the Leo heart, and the ego was hurt, not the heart. Yeah, you can say that it was the heart, but it was just a lesson. And that's the most important part of in here is just the wheel is turning in your favor. It will be difficult for you to see that, to observe that, I mean, like to understand that better. And a Three of Swords is saying like whatever happened in the past, you can't change it, but you can see the whole situation from the love perspective, and you have the strength and honor and dignity to deal with that and accept it in your life, because you can bear that. It's just absolutely fine for you. And look at this, Queen of Cups. As a result, with the Magician, new love, guys. New love chapter just opening up for you this week. As a result of this week, it can be a process still, but it is opening up. Emotional. The result will be quite emotional. You know, for some of you, I'm feeling that you can have some tears, crying out some things in order to, you know, kind of release some emotions that were blocking you, that were in your heart chakra, for example. And you will need to just release them and to cry them out, some feelings that were really kind of deep inside. But love, self-love, like I'm feeling self-confidence is improving here. The whole state of you, of your emotional side, is much better than it was before, because you're feeling, you're seeing that Wheel of Fortune. You are understanding that is happening. Yes, it's hard to believe that is true. Maybe it will be just, you know, a few things, a few signs about that, but it is really happening. Okay, what else do we need to know? About this week? Six of Wands. You will be the winner. You are absolutely winning the situation. So the hard work that you've done, considering the heart matters, you are winning that. You are rocking it. It's like rock and roll, baby. It's absolutely here. You are moving forward with your, as I'm saying, like with your dignity and your honor. It's like I'm seeing you as a knight. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. I'm seeing you as like a king, but wearing this knight things, because you're just out from the battle and you're coming home, and now you can wear your king outfit or something like that. But you are the winner. I don't know why I'm picking up the knight and not the king, but I mean like a hidden king. Like this is a king, but wearing this knight things, shining armor or something like that. Two of Swords. There will be some decisions, some things to make, to decide about, to deal with. Ace of Cups again. Okay, the decision is about, again, decision, fears. 10 of Wands. You need to drop something out of your life. So that will be the situation that you will need to decide. It will be very emotional, that you will need to decide. It can be painful, because it's something from the past that was really heartbroken, that was really painful, and you need to decide what to do and something about this. And 10 of Wands is all about like dropping these obligations, heavy burden that you were carrying, and that can be your pain, to cry it out, because this is a new fountain of a new love that is coming to you. And it is beautiful, it is manifesting. It's kind of one story, like one story, it's the second story and the third story. And it's all about just 1 week time. Wow. Of course, for some of you, it can be longer. Yeah, but I'm still picking this coming week, and that means that it will be happening. The whole, the signs or the whole issue of all this reading will be presented during this week. Something that you were afraid of speaking, doing, mentioning, even just facing, this fear will come back, and you will need to face it in order to drop off your shoulders. And you will be the winner, and because the new love is coming, you will be able to accept it and to have it in your life. Wow. That is something significant. Even if you don't meet anyone new at the end of the week, don't worry about it, because it is coming anyway. Like, not maybe this week, it is later, because you're kind of cleansing the space for that. You're doing your work, and this is the most painful part, but you have the strength. Don't forget, I mean, like, don't give up to working on this, to give up to the universe, and probably that will be the problem for you. I mean, like, it will be easy on one way to say, okay, I don't care, I don't want to do anything, but you will feel something, and that will be a little bit tricky for you. And while you're feeling that, you're like, no, I can't bear this pain, or I can't bear these feelings anymore. You can, because it's time to just give them the space in your body, and then leave them through, and even cry them out, speak that out, because you have the strength for that. You are able to do that, and your universe is helping you out with all the strength. Your wish is granted. What you've asked for is coming here. Look at this. And I'm speaking about this corner because this is amazing. Ace of Cups with Queen of Cups. Maybe you will be dealing with Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, but also Gemini. Yeah. But this fixed energy is still really, really presented here. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. Yeah, maybe Gemini. More or less. Wow. And something that I told you, worked for, it is coming. You just need to trust the universe that it is really happening. Okay? Thank you very much. This is it for you, and let's move on. If you have chosen the pile number 3, so let's see. The general energy for the week is 7 of Coins. Well, it's time to harvest. It's time to get the rewards. It's time to see the results of your work. And it seems like it will make you happy, and you will be delighted considering what you have done, what rewards you are gaining. And in this deck, it's really great card, because you are having one small basket and another one is a bigger one. So you have your gifts, probably you will have a gift, and you have your rewards, tangible ones. So it can be a promotion, it can be just the salary raise, something like that, some perks, some things that but in general, this is the reward, a gift, as I said. And some will stay on these trees. That means that you will see where it goes, and you will understand that there will be much more later. So it's not just one time payment or something. Yeah, so it will be there, and it will be more. Tricky thing is Page of Wands. Wow, passionate communication. And also, it seems like you will try to do something, and it will be a little bit difficult to really do that. So there will be a lot of desire to do, a lot of wish of putting that in action, anything, just acting in general, but it will be a little bit difficult for you to really doing that. Well, it seems like for everyone this week will be a little bit kind of harvesting time, but also laying down, just relaxing, and probably not too much of energy of doing something. 3 of Cups, this is the energy that is helping you, and the result is the Queen of Swords. Okay, so that seems like, considering the business thing, there will be, or just in general, active. I'm picking up here is like work it's like if it is work, you are really not so active there. If it is just, you know, real life, I mean, like other aspects of your life, you are still not really, you want to do something, but you're not really doing that, because this is actually the good time to have some rest together with your friends, together with your colleagues, to more do some emotional stuff rather than really active things. But you can combine that in the sexual experience, of course, in the physical and sport, dancing, doing something for fun, but only it will work for you only if it is really emotional. I mean, like if you're really enjoying that, if you really love it, if you're really you know, involved in that, and you've dreamt about it and you can't live without this. But more, it's like, but still, if it's something like sport and things that you really need to put a lot of energy into that, it will be a little bit tricky for you. It will be a little bit difficult. It will be more pleasant for you just to have some talks, you know, fun, relaxing time, and but just, you know, cozy nights with your partner. Because of that, because actually you're saying that you are getting your reward, you are getting what you wanted, you're actually having this, and it's kind of, it's done, and you don't need to do anything more, and that's okay, because it's time to kind of celebrate it. And even if you have more functions or more things to do, I'd rather not to. I mean, like, it will not be so successful. Don't plan too much things. Don't plan too much. Don't plan to put too much energy into something new, because that will not really work for you this week. You can, I mean, like, not to plan to do something about it. You can plan it on the paper, write it down. If it is passive planning, that will work later. But if it is active planning, that I will need, like promising to do some exercises, or promising to come to to go to the client and I don't know, to negotiate the contract, you will not have much energy for that if it's not, and as I told you, really emotional and you really, really want it. Because it will be a bit more promises rather than real actions. And at the end of this week, the results actually is very, very nice with this Queen of Swords. The result in business is amazing. You're speaking the truth, having that, you know, understanding, clarity, where you need to go. It's like if you take the time out, or slowing down a little bit, enjoying the results, that the rewards that you're having, you will get more energy and do something pleasant. You will get more energy for the next week, for later time. Queen of Swords is saying that she has a very good sense of humor. She is very wise, and she knows what she's saying to whom and in what words. She's very, very wise, and she's honest. But also she sees the clarity of what's going on and where she has to go. So it seems like the strategy will be really presented to you at the end of the week, or maybe even next week. But it will be really great if you have some time and rest more than earlier. Or do something really pleasant with your friends, family. Okay, so what else do we need to know? The Fool card. But with this Fool card, I'm picking up more as like you will be happy with what you're getting. You will be really enjoying that as a kid. And also, this is the start of a brand new thing in your life. It's a new beginning, but also it's like taking the leap of faith, and also like risking something. That will give you a good result. Probably there can be the situation that you will see that the result is coming, that is almost over, and you will get it, and then you will just risk it, or do something really unexpectedly spontaneous, something like a wow thing, and that will work for you. But just in general, you're kind of lighter. So again, it's not about just really, really working hard. It's more about like, oh, this is nice, this is fun, let's do that. Then it will be working for you. But if you just, oh, I need to spend some time there and to talk to this person, to another person, and do some things, that will not work. Everything that is heavy will not really be successful during this particular week. Queen of Cups here isn't a tricky one. So you know what, with this Page of Wands, it seems like you will want a bit more. You will want to do a little bit more than you will be able to accomplish, but also you will feel a little bit overwhelming sometimes, and you will feel that you will do this, and probably you will promise a little bit more, but you will not be able to deliver that on time, or in time, or in some time at all. Or you know, I'm saying that you really want it, and you're saying, yes, I will do that, and there is a new, for example, a situation or the new business project, and you're saying, yes, I want it, I will take it, but you don't have energy for that, and that will be too overwhelming, that you will promise but you will not deliver that this week. 10 of Swords, yes, look at this. Just, you need to close the projects to get the result, not to start them yet. I mean, like, if the new things will appear, let them appear, and take your time to think and not to act immediately. I mean, on the new things, if you need to finish something to get the result, then you can take this leap of faith. Then you can be, you know, kind of Uranian, having this Uranian energy, being light, being like thinking out of the box, maybe being not so comfortable at some things. And but it's all about, like, you will feel it that it's the right thing to do. So it will not be like, oh, if I really need to do something different. No, it's not about this. Again, heavy energy, like, get away, get rid of this. Like, it's more about spontaneous reaction, having that in mind. Yes, that's a brilliant idea, let me try it, and you're trying that and you're having the result. But if you really okay, so you understand me. I mean, like, don't put too much of heavy energy into that. You need to finish it, you need to end it. You don't need to do that. You need to finish things first, and then start something new, because first you need to get the result, and then you will start something new. It doesn't mean that it will disappear. If it disappears, so it doesn't mean it means that you don't need that. Wow, with the Death card at the end. So absolutely, one door will be opened and then another will be closed. It means that it's enough, it's done. You need to close one chapter and to start the new one. You need to close one object or subject or process or business process or project and start the new one. Yeah, so especially if it is something that was bothering you for some time, you will feel that, yes, finally I need to do that, and to celebrate this. So it's time to finish, to celebrate, and get the brilliant result to start the new week and the new, maybe even more, like a chapter, because you have the Fool and the Death, so rebirth. You are going from something that was bothering you for some time. You're getting your rewards finishing it. It is amazing. I mean, like the happy end in a way, with tangible results. Don't start anything, even if it is emotionally wow from the beginning. You can take it in your life and kind of give it a go and saying, like, I will think about it, give me some time. If it will go away, let it go away, and celebrate, rest, and don't promise too much, don't do too much, because it's a lot of energy is going towards or focusing on the finishing things, and that's why you need to take some all the things in a light way, not in a heavy way, and then you will kind of slap one chapter, one door, and open another one with a clear vision of what's going on and where you will be going. Okay, so what else do we need to know? Seven of Pentacles again. And here in this deck as well, look at this. You've done your work, you're having the result, and it's all yours, and you're enjoying this. Wow, it's just, you know, this card is amazing. Temperance is about balance. It's about kind of paying back and, you know, like moderating your life in peace. This is again the most important thing, to get in peace, to be in peace with this Three of Cups. Is like to not to make yourself feeling overwhelmed and kind of calming yourself down and chilling. Seven of Wands here is again to protect yourself, to keep your own boundaries, and to, you know, like not to take more than you can handle, because you need to drop these heavy burdens and to stop or to close that chapter first. I mean, like, don't take new obligations and new things again if that is felt as a heavy burden, or if that is felt as something that you can't bear, because that is too much. That's okay, you can take it later. And look at this, and this is the card actually, pregnancy. For some of you it can be literal. The birth of a child brings great blessings to you and the world. Look at this. Yeah, it can be the thing. For others, it's the thing that you can start something, kind of bear this idea in you, live with it, and then you will be able to deliver something at some point. Yeah, so this is the full card with this pregnancy, and the death card can speak about conception, and of course just, you know, about the idea of a new thing to appear in your life, and figuratively speaking as well. So it's just take it as it is. Take something new while you're finishing the old thing. Keep that in your body for some time. Yeah, sleep with it, like the whole week at least. And then you will have your decision, your action plan, and do something about it, and just continue moving forward. Okay? So this is it. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that. Please like, share, and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye bye.